Think you know the story of Troy? Think again. Hector's true journey is filled with hidden truths that history almost forgot. And trust me, you're going to want to stay until the end to hear them all. Hey everyone, welcome back to Myth or Real. I'm your guide through the legends, myths, and secrets of ancient worlds. If you love epic tales of warriors, kings, demons, angels, and strange creatures, you're in the right place. Today, we dive into the story of a true hero. From the ashes of ancient Troy, Hector, son of Priam, a name that echoes across time as one of the greatest defenders the world has ever known. Stick with me. You're about to experience Hector's full journey like never before. If you enjoy these legendary tales, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps me tremendously and it doesn't cost you anything. And hey, in the comments, tell me, who's your favorite mythological character? Kings, warriors, demons, angels, creatures. I want to know. Hector was not just a prince. He was the heartbeat of Troy. Born to King Priam and Queen Hecuba, he grew up in the towering halls of the citadel, under the shadow of destiny. From a young age, Hector was groomed to be more than royalty. He was taught to be a warrior, a leader, and a symbol of hope. Unlike many sons of kings who bathed in luxury, Hector trained relentlessly. His strength was legendary, his spear feared, but what truly set him apart was his character, loyalty, honor, and love for his people. He was the embodiment of what it meant to be a protector, standing firm even when the skies themselves threatened to fall. When the Greeks launched their 1,000-ship armada to retrieve Helen, the face that launched 1,000 ships, Troy became a city under siege. And Hector? He became its shield. But here's something few know. Hector was never originally meant to be the hero of this war. Early stories suggest it was Paris, his brother, who was prophesied to shine, but Paris's vanity and choices doomed that fate. So Hector, with no desire for glory, shouldered the burden himself. As the war raged, Hector led charge after charge, not for conquest, but for survival. He despised bloodshed, but he understood that sometimes the sword must speak when diplomacy fails. His duels were swift and brutal. His presence alone could turn tides. One of the most heart-wrenching moments in Hector's story is his farewell to his wife, Andromache, and their young son, Astyanax. In a rare glimpse of vulnerability, the mighty Hector removed his plumed helmet, which terrified the child, knelt, and embraced his family, knowing he might never see them again. "Better to fight now," he said, "than to die with the guilt of having done nothing." And then came Achilles, the Greeks' greatest warrior, a demigod fueled by rage and revenge after the death of his close friend, Patroclus, at Hector's hands. But here's a hidden detail. Hector did not seek Patroclus's death. In fact, he mistook Patroclus for Achilles himself because Patroclus was wearing Achilles' armor. Hector, a man of honor, would have fought differently had he known. Some ancient texts hint that he mourned Patroclus briefly before preparing for the inevitable clash with Achilles. Their final duel is one of the most cinematic moments in all mythology. Hector, knowing he faced near certain death, fought valiantly. He was swift, clever, and resilient, but Achilles was unstoppable, nearly superhuman. After a fierce and tragic battle, Hector fell, pierced by Achilles' spear, and then, an act that stained Achilles' legacy, he desecrated Hector's body, tying it to his chariot and dragging it before the walls of Troy. But even then, Hector's dignity could not be destroyed. The gods themselves took pity. Apollo shielded Hector's body from decay, and after days of mourning, King Priam, with immense courage, journeyed into the Greek camp alone. He begged Achilles for his son's body, and in a rare moment of humanity, Achilles wept. He returned Hector's body to Priam, allowing Troy to honor its greatest hero with a proper funeral. That Hector's death marked the beginning of the end for Troy. Without its shield, the city crumbled. Yet Hector's legend lived on, not as a man who sought war, but as one who fought for peace, loyalty, and love. And that was the epic and heartbreaking story of Hector, son of Priam, a true hero who didn't fight for glory, but for home and heart. If you enjoyed this cinematic journey through myth, smash that like button and subscribe. It really helps keep these stories alive. And remember, leave a comment with your favorite mythological character, kings, warriors, demons, angels, creatures, anyone you admire. Until next time, keep questioning. Myth or real? CEL Legends.